welcome to Unfiltered Discussions. You got Nash in the building.
Got Ash in the building.
What do you have for us today?
Today, I would like to talk about when do you draw the line when it comes to respect, and on top of advocating when it comes to respect. Mm-hmm. It's like, when do you draw the line when it comes to lack of respect, right? Because you have a lot of people that will advocate for people who constantly demonstrate lack of respect. You know, it's like a lot of people are just not getting it. And at some point you have to draw the line when it comes to respect, because respect lets you know how you deal with people and how people treat you at the end of the day. So when you go around allowing and advocating for things that shouldn't be advocated for, that's when lines get crossed and signals get crossed at the end of the day. You know, respect, it goes in all areas of life, you know, even down to the workplace, you know, like if I'm constantly receiving lack of respect and things of that nature, I'm not going to sit back and allow it to continue to keep happening. I'm going to have to speak up. And I'm going to have to speak on that. Excuse me, hey, I don't appreciate how you're treating me. I don't like how you're talking to me. You know, now if I continue to let that go on, I'm going to continue to be a doormat. Mm-hmm. I'm going to continue to be walked all over. You know, I'm going to be looked at as if I'm weak or something. Mm-hmm. You know, if I got to constantly, you know, endure lack of respect from people, you know, and it's important even down to relationships for that matter, you know. What you think?
Whenever I think about advocating, I always think about stepping in place for someone else, right? Mm-hmm. Because those are the people to me that's not assertive enough. Those are the people I feel like if they do have a waste, they lost it or doesn't have it in certain environments, right? Mm-hmm. And those are the people that are jumping for without even being asked to jump in for it, because it's like, whoa, like, why are you talking to them like that? Or why are you treating somebody like that? Or, you know, that ain't cool. Like, what you talking about? Just because I see the interactions, I see what's going on, mm-hmm. right? And the thing is this, a lot of people, and you know, that's even tied to loyalty. Like when people are like, oh, what do people do behind my back, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, do you speak up? You know what I mean? When somebody's doing something behind somebody's back and they're not present, we advocate for them then as well. You know what I mean? So advocacy like goes all along in different ways. You can really implement that really anywhere, mm-hmm. honestly. It could be in a stranger, you could be in a store, you can be in any setting, whether you're advocating for a cause, whether you're just sitting in a family, even when you're around family and you see certain people doing certain things, it's like, what's like, you serious? Mm-hmm. Stop it.
Are you okay?
Okay? Mm-hmm. It's like, get yourself together, because to me, I look at people like that as bullies, right?
Yes.
I think you're weird. Because what's your whole thing? What's your whole thing? And then they choosy too, right?
Okay.
They pick and choose who they do certain things and say certain things to. Whereas with other people, they won't even try it with. So basically, this is their opportunity to feel like, oh, I'm macho, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this or that, right? Mm-hmm. With people that they know is not going to stand up to them, people that they know is voiceless. You know what I mean? And then on the flip side, like I said, when it comes to a cause, for example, you see we sitting here with these silent footsteps cities on, right? And you know, for my 14-year-old son that's hearing impaired and a part of the deaf culture, you know, so I advocated and I wanted to give him with something that, you know, would allow the world to the hearing world to come inside of the deaf world to see exactly what goes on and really kill a lot of misconceptions, right? Mm-hmm. So that's my part of advocating on the behalf of my child, right? Absolutely. And his peers, you know, because they have a world of their own, right? Inside of the world of the hearing people, but the deaf people also have a world of their own. And what better way to do that than to advocate? You know what I mean? Make him a young entrepreneur at the age of 14, things like that. So that's a perfect example of advocating for something or a cause. But yeah, and as far as respect go, a lot of people don't respect themselves, right? Mm-hmm. And you sit back and hear a lot of conversations, that have been in place of respect, and it's like, are you like what's going on? You gotta really look back at the people that's doing it because it's uncalled for. It's uncalled for behaviors. Like the things that's being said, it's like, how do you even think of that? Like really, it'd be like situations that don't even add up.
Disturb.
Yeah.
The disturb.
Doesn't add up.
The disturbed mindset.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, because when you think about those type of people, those are the type of people that advocate for the wrong shit.
Oh yeah.
They be speaking on shit that they have no business speaking on, and it's like, wait, you see this? This is some effed up stuff that's going on, and here it is. You're advocating for some bullshit, and you need to speak on what's right. You know, you need to speak. You know, on principle. Like you're not going to sit here and tell me that the pot is blue and it's black. Come on, you're advocating for the wrong stuff. Like we're not going to do that at the end of the day. You know, and also it goes with people having different rules. I always say they set rules for themselves that are different from everybody else, and that be the problem. You know, it's just it's very you can lump it up in different things, right? Especially like when it comes to raising awareness for certain things, you know, that'll eliminate, you know, misconceptions of certain things because people tend to assume and are unaware of what's really happening and what's going on, you know. And a lot of children are voices; they don't have a voice. So this is important for the parents to step up and step in where it needs to be. Where you have some parents that will see something going on and act as if nothing is going on and don't even utilize their voice for their child because you don't know what's going on with them. They can't even use their own voice for themselves, let alone try to advocate for their child, you know. And it's just messed up, you know. It's not everybody, but you see it happen all the time, you know. It's just a lot, you know.
Yeah, well, I get it. And as far as that, as far as parents not speaking up and advocating for their kid, that makes me upset. 1,000%. Maybe 1,000,000%. I mean, like, real talk. Because at the end of the day, if you don't speak up for them, who does? Who does? It's your responsibility as their mom or dad to stand up for them.
Absolutely.
And you never, I don't give a damn what the diagnosis is. I really don't care what's going on with your child. You don't allow anybody to treat them in any kind of way. Do you think they asked to be born the way that they were born?
No.
Do you think that they signed on the dotted line to endure the things that they endure?
No, they didn't.
So for 1 second, do you think that I would allow anybody, I don't give a damn what type of move, to do anything to my, never in a million years. And then people say, oh, I'll go to jail, I'll do this. In my jumpsuit. No, wear it gladly. Unapologetically.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, children are innocent. Children don't even grasp what's even happening, to say the least, right? But then you do have some adults that are shaped in ways that they don't even have to stand up for themselves. So then that's like I said, if I'm president, I'm jumping in. He ain't even got to tag me and I'm in. What's up? What's going on? Like, you know, because I'm always listening, even when I may be doing other things, but I'm paying attention to everything, right? I'm really be picking up what people be thinking they putting down, whether they trying to be genuine or they just like being on some mileage weird stuff, like you know what I mean? I'm picking it up, like, and I tell you straight, don't do that. That's not cool. Or you know, or say what I would want you to say. Something you probably wish you could say, but you don't have the voice to say it. Or you might be afraid of the consequences if you do speak up, right? Because I've seen it plenty of times in my life where people just don't have it. They really, really don't have it. And the people that are sitting down and co-signing bullshit, right? It just shows again. They probably glad that the light got on them. You know what I mean? Because you're weird. Who wanna? I'm not co-signing anything. That's weirdo stuff. Like
nah, that ain't even
like,
cool.
Are you mentally okay?
No, disturbed.
Yeah.
Distorted thinking.
Doesn't make sense.
Distorted thinking.
Doesn't make sense.
And just to flip that a little bit, you have a lot of people, some people that won't even advocate for their own child, but they'll advocate for their significant other before they're advocating for their child. And it's like, wait, pause. Let's look at the whole picture here. How is it that you're advocating for a grown man or a grown woman, but here it is, you have your own child here that is that need you. They need their back and they need their support in things. But here it is, you're supporting things that you have no business supporting. Mm-hmm. You're not supporting your child, but you're supporting your man. You're supporting your girlfriend down the block. You even support you
down the block.
Yeah, and I see it go on, and it sounds like, hold on, how are you doing that? And you're not even advocating for your own child. Things that are there that is significant and important. And here it is, you're advocating for a grown man or woman. What's happening here? I'm not understanding the mindset here. I'm not gathering what's really being put down here. You know, and this is why some children, they grow up, and when certain things happen to them, they're feeling like nobody's on their side. They don't have an outlet. They don't feel like they can confide in anybody because they feel like nobody will help them. You know, a lot of the times they're screaming, you know, and they're drowning. Nobody's throwing out the life raft to them. You know, and I don't like to see stuff like that. You know, and if I see a grown woman doing that, or a grown man, excuse me, like, hold on, you advocating for this man? Like, hold on, your child, what's happening? Are you okay? Like, something is not clicking.
Yeah, because they want praise, right? They know if they advocate for their significant other, you're going to get praise for it. You know what I mean? You're getting a recognition, but for your kid, it's like, oh well, like that's only my kid. Like, my man is gonna look at me this way, or my woman is gonna look at me this way, and it's like.
And half of the time, you scrambling for scraps and breadcrumbs, and you looking for praise. You in hopes that you may get that praise.
I have to bring that's the thing. A lot of people do it for the wrong reasons. Mm-hmm. See me. You see me?
Attention seeking.
I did that for you. Do you see me? Or maybe if I do all these things, then maybe he or she would do this. Maybe they're opposed to me. Maybe they're tell the world that they love me. I don't know. Maybe. But my kid, the person that I carry, or the person that I help create. I'm not even pouring into them.
They being looked over, not even overlooked.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that part. And it's, those are things in life I can never wrap my mind around. Because you don't get a choice to stop being a parent.
No.
Even when you think, oh, they 18, oh, they 21. You don't get to stop being a parent.
No.
And believe it or not, your kids are always going to look to you for something, right? And as you get older, if you have a self-sufficient child, that just may be conversation you have with your parent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Kick some shit with them and see what they might. What you think, mom? You know what I mean? Or let me go holler at my dad for X, Y, and Z, stuff like that. Because you're so self-sufficient that you don't require things that a lot of other people require from their parents. Some people still look to their parents. Oh, I don't. Can you help me with a bill? You know what I mean? Can you do this? And that's cool. Everybody's different, right? It's all about how you shaped, what you do in life, what you want out of life. Like, everybody is just different. I'm gonna just put it like that. It's not just to pick apart this person. Everybody different. To each his own. That right there is to each his own. But again, and then you have some people that you see like this mighty person, and then turn into a little baby around their parents. Oh, mommy or daddy advocate, that fix it, they do this, they do that, and that's cool. Maybe that's their comfort. I don't really know. What that is even about. But I mean, what can I say? I just feel like as a human being with any type of decency, you supposed to advocate. You supposed to, right? And that's why I got to tie it back to being a social worker. I'm a social worker, so at the end of the day, that's what I do for them, right? I speak up and be a voice for the voiceless, right? So of course I'm coming with all the smoke behind mine, right? All day long, all day. man, I'm coming. I'm coming. Right? Because at the end of the day, I know that there's a need for stuff like that. Everybody can't be strong. Everybody don't have the right words. Everybody, you know, is just not equipped like that. And some things you can pick up from others, but some things is either in you or it's not in you. And advocating for people is either in you or not in you. Just like I always see, because it kind of like throws me off a bit when I look at different clips, right? I'm like, damn, why everybody stood around? Why nobody said anything? Why nobody did anything, right? And I know people are probably watching and say, oh, people ain't getting killed. But it'd be like in situations where you could have stepped in. The man could have saved someone. Like,
yes,
I don't understand that. Like that right there always blows my mind out. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna say when they sitting there blazing guns already. No, I'm not speaking about that. I'm talking about preventative things, right? And ways that you could have prevented something from happening, or you see something in the midst that somebody is just screaming out for help somewhere, some way, and you could have assisted that person. Why not? Or you see someone talking down or treating somebody in a way that you know damn well ain't cool. Why don't you speak up? Why don't you speak up? Recording, sitting around looking at it. This ain't no goddamn entertainment. Speak up.
And it's a shame. It's a shame. You see somebody laid out on the street. The first thing they trying to do is, oh, let me get that footage, and it's like it's really pathetic. It's pathetic, you know.
Yeah.
Even down to you see something as simple as even like something you could have done something. Even if you had time to record, you could have dialed 911.
Yeah,
I mean, really, you know, everybody got this mindset. Well, not everybody. Let me rephrase that. A lot of people have the mindset of, oh, I ain't snitching, I ain't this, I ain't that, and it's like what? But the same people that stand there are crying behind people, you know, that they have lost and things, and it's sad. Like you know, when it's your loved one, you're gonna look at the picture different. You know, it doesn't feel nice when you're the victim, or you're the one that's in it, or have experienced these different things. You know, how would you feel if somebody sat around and recorded you in a you know, something that happened traumatic to you? You know, and a lot of people lack empathy, so they're not able to place themselves in other people's shoes. They're not able to look at the bigger picture and say, wait, what if that was me? Or what if that was somebody close to me? Or what if that could have been my mom? That could have been my dad, sister, bro, anybody, you know? And it's just sad. Everybody is quick to pick up a video camera, do a video or a picture. You know, it's like, what are you really benefiting by taking a picture or recording? What's the benefit in that?
I seen it first. I've done it first. Mentality, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you know, like I said, that's either in you or it's not. There's really no ways around it. Certain things can't be taught, and that's why it's important for when your children are young to implement certain things and avoid the values, those morals, right? You know what I mean? Make sure their character is good. Right? A lot of people may look nice on the outside, but their inner self is all jacked up, right? And it's like, cool, that's a double edged. Like, you could look good and internally be good, and then do good. Like, you're forced to be reckoned with at the end of the day. But a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people will never have that, which is why we have crimes being committed, which is why so much stuff gets swept under the rug. And the list can go on and on and on and on. And then it just takes certain people to come in and change the narrative, right? A lot of people don't know how to change the narrative. Some people are, you know, they're okay. They go, you know, into what they're already into. That's their normal, right?
Absolutely.
When they know it's dysfunction. Yeah. We know what dysfunction looks like. We know what's right from wrong. We know all that, but it ain't my problem.
But a lot of people
say problem.
They don't know, and it's a shame because speaking of the normal, a lot of people don't even realize it's wrong until somebody step in and point that out.
Yeah, but they've been doing it for so long that they have to do some unwiring, right? And what's the hardest thing for a human being to do? Change, right? Nobody likes change, especially change, and it can be your best benefit, right? And you know what's so crazy about life? You want to change regardless if you want to or not. And it's not even always in who you are as an individual, but it could be what you're surrounded by, right? Change is change is change. So no matter what, you're going to have to change in life. Whether you're getting older, whether your health is declining, whether you're, adding on more adventures to your list, whether you're, whatever you're doing in life, change is inevitable, regardless of how you want to look at it. And my thing is this in life, if you're in any position to help advocate for somebody, a cause, anything, I really don't care what it is, speak up. Speak up. I mean, and then even to tie to the, oh, I'm not a snitch. Don't the it see is levels to this, right?
Absolutely.
And that's where the lines to get crossed at.
They don't know the
We're not
definition.
talking about people that's in the dope game. We selling dope together. How you snitching on me? You're right.
That
That's
part.
right, right? We went out there and agreed to murder this nigga together. Like, how you running your mouth on me? You're right. And we talk about law-abiding citizens, people that wake up every day, go to work, right? We ain't talking about right just out doing stupid shit and getting caught up. We're not speaking about those people. We're speaking strictly about people that's doing something that's not into the bullshit. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing illegal, no crimes, no nothing like that. Speak up and advocate for people and place yourself in other people's shoes at the end of the day. And that just sums up advocacy. And this is Nash signing off.
Signing off.
Goodbye.